what sort of characteristics do you think indicate or make a strong community?
There's something that's really struck me actually before my time with Brightech, that using phrases like shared responsibility. And I think that is something that should be very evident within a strong community, in that you feel responsible for the people that are in it. So it's like that whole concept of when you're weak, I'm strong. That people sharpening each other and bringing them along. So like being aware and having the heart of the community front and center in your actions, in the way that you do things. Like there's if you're just doing something for someone that you don't really know, like, say if you ask me to do something, I've known you for a long time, and you ask me to do it for someone that I've never met before, I am doing that to the best of my ability to serve you, because we have a cultural connection. Like we have that our community, as we've been apart, or we've come back together again. We've got that whole thing of like a kind of a common goal, or common connection, that we will actually fight for, we actually look out for each other, and I will help your friend because that link pin is you and me, and vice versa. So there's already that trust value. That's why relationship and connection through relationship is so powerful, and how the trust value. Yes, that's a really strong currency in community. Is the trust that you have between one another because of that shared responsibility, and knowing that my action should enhance the cultural value of this community. It should be bolstering it, it should be strengthening it. And I think that's kind of the thing that's struck me upon many different aspects of my career, is that from times when I've had my own company to times when I've been employed, there has been very key moments where you look at culture, whether you verbalize it like that or not, whether you look at values in the place you're at, and you think, I like that, I don't like that, and that needs to change, or I need to change. So I think that's where it is. You feel either responsible to bring change, or you feel responsible to change, to enhance that thing.
Fascinating. So trust, that's super important. I actually wrote down for this question, empathy. Really, really important to be able to understand other people in your community, to be able to not just read them, but like offer a level of care and attention and support, and be really interested in their well-being. So again, this would differ from a team. Like a team leader is interested in the performance of that team, or the performance of the individual, how they're getting on with getting through however many tasks, or how many goals they've scored, or passes made. That's performance, isn't it? Whereas maybe a community leader is more interested in how that person is doing, is interested in their kind of mental well-being and mental health, and interested in their family, and interested in their wider kind of setting. Like I think, I hadn't really considered trust, but that's absolutely true. But also I think empathy is probably in there as well.
Empathy is a really funny thing, because going on the strengths funny thing, I have my empathy score is so low, it makes me look completely heartless. But at the same time, having that understanding of connection, or the connectiveness between everyone, or relational qualities or strengths, that those things they work in a similar way, in that you see how someone ticks, and you do, like you say, you empathize with where they are at. You see where they're at, whether you can put yourself in their position or feel what they're feeling. That may be different, but you can maybe join the dots in how they're doing in a different way. I think that's quite it's quite an interesting way of looking at it. And like, how do you kind of, enforce is the wrong word, but how do you fight to keep those community values strong?
Yeah, I also think maybe empathy isn't quite the right word. It's more like a care or an interest in somebody, I'm not quite sure what the articulation of that kind of concept is, but there's something in that area, isn't there?